Here we have for sale our 2021 on a 21 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 320 model, so 3.2 tonne gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2 litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 170 PS, which is roughly 170 brake horsepower. That is accompanied with the automatic gearbox. And this is the active double cab. So active being the spec on the vehicle, quite a rare van. And double cab, of course, meaning it has got the 2 rows of seats. This is short wheelbase, and what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you got on a Ford Transit Custom active double cab of this age. We'll also talk you through the fantastic service history on this van, and also have a really close look at the condition, seeing as the vehicle is currently available for sale with us here at Bridgend Van Centre. So starting here then at the rear, we can see that this one is spec'd with a rear tailgate. So a tailgate is one door which comes up like so. Really nice feature indeed. I must note as well the colour on this particular van. So this is metallic chrome blue, and we've got a lovely bright sunny day here today, and you can see that lovely metallic fleck there in the paintwork. And part of the active is, you'll notice around the bottom part of the van, and some of these elements are painted, some of these are actually a decal. That is all in magnetic grey, so another Ford colour. We sell lots of Transit Customs in magnetic, and that is part of the defining feature of the active, is that nice styling there all around the bottom in the magnetic grey. Having a look at this rear tailgate then, we can also see here that you have got a reversing camera, nicely integrated, and you've also got rear parking sensors. So you've got rear parking sensors and front parking sensors as well. So plenty of guidance there for when you're parking. In terms of condition here, looking at the tailgate, as you can probably see, it is in absolutely fantastic order on the bodywork here at the rear of the van. There's not really a huge amount I can fault it on. I thought that was a little mark, but it's not. Looking at the rear bumper, maybe a couple of very light, that is very, very light, but little hairline marks just here to the rear bumper, but all in all, looking absolutely spot on indeed. If we open up the rear tailgate then, we can start to have a look inside the back of the van. So you can see here that the van is ply-lined in the back, so you've got ply lining on the sides and also on the inside of the tailgate as well, and that is there to give you protection. So if you've got cargo moving around here in the back of the van, it's not going to cause a nasty outward dent in the side of the vehicle. Having a look at the floor then, you've got the nice hard wearing, this is sort of a rubber material floor, and that's fantastic because it makes it very easy to keep clean, and you can just see how clean and tidy this is here in the back. This van is one owner from new, and as I say, they have clearly cared for it, and we'll come on to the service history in just a second, and that sort of demonstrates that as well. Plenty of tie down points nestled around the back of the van in here, again to help tie cargo down, and you've also got LED load lights in the back of here as well, which makes a big difference in the lower light conditions. You've of course got that bulkhead there which separates the cab from the load space. That also really helps to deaden down sound when you're driving the van, so it makes them nice and quiet when you're driving, and you can see that's in lovely condition in the back. This really does not present like a van that has done the mileage that it has, and you may know that already if you've seen the advert, but we'll have a look at the mileage in just a second. Staying on the outside then, looking here down the driver's side of the vehicle, and this is where we like to look in the reflections down the side of the van, and you can just see how clean and straight and tidy that is. Up above as well, let's say condition wise on the body, it is, I would say, exceptional for its age and mileage. It's in really, really good, clean condition. Some other features then of the active. So we've mentioned about the magnetic lower part here, so you've got the wheel arch extensions as well, that's all part of the active. You also get a nice set of side steps, they come as standard, and you've also got the roof bars as well. You also get these lovely 17-inch alloy wheels. So these are diamond cut with a satin black insert. I think they're really nice. 17-inch. Slightly bigger, of course, than the standard 16s that you would get on a normal limited van, and I think they work really, really well with the rest of the styling. Twin side loading doors, of course, being a factory double cab, which is a big feature for the Transit Custom. If we compare it to its competitor, or I would consider its competitor, the Volkswagen Transporter, a combi. Only as standard comes with a single side loading door, but any factory Transit Custom double cab does come with twin side loading doors, so that's a really nice feature. Having a look at the seats then, again, this is all part of the active spec as well then. So you get the half leather interior inside here, and you can see you've got ISOFIX compatibility on the 2 outer seats as well. Again, I think that's a really nice feature. Again, the half leather does give it a bit more of a luxurious feel, but also a bit easier to keep clean as well, so easier to wipe off and keep clean. And talking of cleanliness, it is absolutely in fantastic order inside here. Another nice touch as well, which I always like to see, the van comes with of course the carpet overmat, and this customer has opted to put additional overmat over the top of that, and it just tells us a little bit of a story about how they have cared for the vehicle. If we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look at some of the spec in here, and there's a lot of spec in here because this is over and above a limited. So looking here then, to start with, condition wise, looking at the driver's door card, that's all in really good order. Up on top then, usual things we'd see on a limited, of course, which would be electric windows, electric folding mirrors, and that's how those operate there, just by pulling on that dial back towards you like so you can fold those in and out. Another feature which you can probably just see there above my finger, if I go into that little section there, you've got blind spot indicators on there. So if you can just see there, that little symbol, that indicates we've got blind spot indicators. So it's that's again a nice feature to have, and doesn't come as standard on the limited, so that's always good to see. Something else which comes on the active, and that is electrically adjustable seats. So you can actually control these as you want, including lumbar support here, all on the driver's seat. Passenger seat is manually adjusted, but the driver's seat is electrically adjusted. There is a little crack just here in the plastic, you can just see, and another one there. Now that is very common we see on vans with electric seats, because when people lean to get out, if you can imagine that is someone's rear, should we say, as they're sliding out, it puts a bit of pressure there, and it does cause these cracks, unfortunately. So maybe, you know, a bit of a design issue, but that is there's 2 little cracks just there on the plastic. Of course, that can be replaced if you wanted it to be. Having a look at the driver's seat then, absolutely no wear to the driver's seat. It's in fantastic order. Again, this half leather interior continues inside. I think it's really, really smart. Auto-activated lights, you also get auto-activated wipers, carpet in the cab, of course that's standard on the double cab, and you can see the rubber overmats here in the front again, and we've got 2 full remote keys with the vehicle. Now the mileage, I have alluded to this a few times in the video, 81,785 miles. You can see it's all idling correctly there, as it should be. No warning lights on the dashboard. Looking at the steering wheel, leather multifunctioning steering wheel. On the left hand side then you've got your cruise control settings there and your volume for the radio underneath that. On the right hand side then, onboard computer control there, and you can answer and hang up the phone there underneath. And again, just lovely condition inside here. Up on top of the dashboard then, you've got a USB point and a 12 volt socket there. Plenty of storage up here on top of the dashboard. If we look at the screen then, this is the Sync 3 screen. This gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto completely as standard, also DAB radio, and of course you can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth as well. If I put the vehicle into reverse, like so, you will see that's where your reversing camera is displayed, and a little line here in the center as well. So that is a tow hitch aid, shall we say. So it allows you to hook up a tow bar onto a tow bar much easier if, of course, you were to have a tow bar fitted. Underneath then, we've got the air conditioning, heated wing mirrors, heated windscreen, and heated front seats. All of that comes completely as standard. And then underneath here, USB point and another 12 volt socket there as well. But again, just lovely condition inside here. And of course, another feature which I think is really nice on this is that it has got the 2 captain seats in the front. So that gives your passenger, it gives them some adjustability for their seats, so they've got backrest adjustability and things, lumbar support down here, but also an extra armrest as well. And maybe if you've got kids, it is nice to be able to see through and maybe gain access as well into the back just there. But lovely condition inside, of course, that automatic gearbox as well, and very much following the theme of the outside is that it is in really, really good order. Having a look at the alloy wheels, there are 1 or 2 tiny little marks on the alloy wheels, not on this particular wheel. I think it's the passenger side front. We'll come around to that in just a second. Moving round to the front then. So as I say, you get colour-coded bumpers, but this lower part here, you won't probably see very much in this light, but this is all done in magnetic, which is really smart. And then you've got this sort of underbody protection just here on the front as well. The grille is unique to the Active also, and I think that is a really nice design and just ties in very well. I think it's a really good looking van. It's quite understated, but quite different as well. You're not going to see many of these on the road. Looking at the headlights then, so standard headlights come with this lovely LED daytime running light around the outside. Just down below that then, you can see, of course, the front fog lights just there. They will also act as cornering lights, so the appropriate light will illuminate when you've got headlights on to guide you around. Front parking sensors. And in terms of condition here at the front then, of course, you are going to get stone chips here to the front end. It's not heavily stone chipped, I wouldn't say at all, but there is going to be a light peppering of stone chips dotted around in certain places. It's just unavoidable really on any used vehicle, particularly a van with the shape of them. Having a look at the windscreen then, having a look for any chips or anything like that. And I must say, overall, looking in really good order. There's nothing particularly I can fault there. Now, I mentioned a few times about the service history, so we do have a fantastic full Ford service history with this van. So 3 services have previously been carried out. So on these vans, they're due every 2 years or 25,000 miles. Of course, this van is not 6 years old, so it wouldn't have been due 3 services on time, but it would be due 3 services in terms of mileage. And previous owner has had them done absolutely bang on or just early. In fact, on all 3 of those services, so that's really nice to see. During our preparation then, so we have a cut-off on timing belts at 60,000 miles here, so that is long before Ford recommend doing them, but we like to see them done at 6 years or 60,000 miles. So we have done a full timing belt, or what is known as a wet belt replacement on this van. We've also done new brake discs and pads all round as well as part of the full vehicle health check that we have done on this van. So it is an absolute clean bill of health and ready to drive away straight away. Looking here then down the passenger side of the vehicle, and again just having a look at the condition there, it's in fantastic order here down the passenger side. I did mention about the alloy wheel, so yes, this alloy wheel here does have some curbing just around the very edge, largely in good condition, but as I say, there is some curbing around the very edge of the passenger wheel just there. But generally, as I say, there's not a huge amount of fault in it. As I say, for a van that has done over 80,000 miles, it is in fantastic condition on the bodywork. If we open up the passenger side loading door, again, just gives you a look here of how tidy this is. Looking at the step and the seats inside, very, very good condition all round. Having a look at the passenger door card as well. Really smart indeed. So just to summarise then, this is a one owner from new Ford Transit Custom Active Double Cab. It's the 320 model, so 3.2 tonne gross vehicle weight. It's got a 2-litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine, producing 170 PS, roughly 170 brake horsepower. Short wheelbase accompanied with the automatic gearbox. Fantastic spec, of course, as standard as we've run through on the Active. So everything that you would normally see on Limited, which includes things like the heated seats, air conditioning, cruise control. But on top of that then, we've got an electric driver's seat, the half leather interior, the reversing camera, exterior styling with the different alloy wheels, side steps, and of course the lower magnetic paintwork and decals there as well. I think it's a really nice looking van, and I say one owner from new, full Ford service history. We've just done the timing belt on it as well, and disc and pads all around. So absolutely ready to go on its next venture, or maybe to be put into work, because crucially being a 320, it is classed as a commercial vehicle as well. So very important that for any business customers watching. The vehicle will be supplied with 12 months AA warranty, with options to extend that to 2 or 3 years as well if you want to. We can take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can also deliver our vehicles nationwide, and of course finance can be arranged at very competitive rates, whether that be for private individuals or for limited companies. If you haven't seen it already, I'd urge you to head over to our website there, bridgeendvans.co.uk. That's where you'll find the full advert with the price, the description and the photography of this fantastic Ford Transit Custom Active. Thank you very much for watching.